Hello, and welcome to the Ranked Bedwars Tips in-game guide. I don't know what to call it yet, but I guess I'll figure that out later. I'm on server Bedwars Practice, just so I can kind of show you guys, and then so on and so forth. So basically, this is how you play Ranked Bedwars in-game, and I'll show you everything you need to know. Don't worry, I will be coming out with another video or maybe two about how to queue and what everything means, so don't you worry. So there's roles in Ranked Bedwars. Believe it or not, there is. It may sound complicated at first, but trust me, it's not. So once you load into a Ranked Bedwars game, and your team will start shouting out numbers 1, 3, and you may not know what that means. But don't worry, you'll know by the end of this, just as long as you watch it. Basically, what I mean by roles is that there are 4 different roles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 roles in Ranked Bedwars. The first one is the Bridger. The Bridger will bridge all the way up until they get to height limit, and then make what they call a top bridge, which is basically just a huge flat platform where players PvP. So the Rusher would get probably 32 iron to about 48 iron, and they would get maybe 2 stacks of blocks, and I always like to get a pickaxe just in case the opportunity arises. Basically, I'm on the map Lectus right now, and so this is kind of how you bridge up for Ranked Bedwars. Yes, there is a way. I'm going to chest this stuff so I don't lose it. And it's called double stacking, I think. Or one stacking. Double stacking. I don't know what it's called. I'll look that up. But basically, all you want to do is place one block, place one. I can't even do that, jeez. Boom, boom. Where there's one block in the middle between your staircases. And you just keep going. It's an easy way to get up. All you gotta do is just hold W, and my bridge kind of terrible, but you'll consistently jump. Once you'll get very fast at it, don't worry. Over here, oh, and I ran out of blocks. That's just great. Basically, you would do that all the way up. Say on this map, you would go up, and then you go across right around Diamond Gen for diagonal maps. I will show another bridge on screen. How to bridge on like other maps for Ranked Bedwars. But let's get on to the next role. So basically, the next role is going to be 2. You want to make sure to call these numbers out just so your teammates know what to do. If you're 2, then your teammates are going to drop. You're going to stand at the front of the gen. Make sure you're splitting too. You got the splitting range, and you'd get everything. They would drop their gold to you. Once you have 12 golds and however many iron, you would get iron armor. You'd get a pickaxe, maybe an axe if you want to, and then basically just basic stuff: blocks, stone sword, and then just the rest. And then you would go up onto your top bridge. So you go all the way up, and your bridger should be pretty much done by now. But since I'm the bridger, I kind of fell. That doesn't look great. I don't know where height limit is on this map. But then you fight, and then that'd kind of be it. Then after that, you just do your thing. Okay, next role. The next role we got is number 3. I can't even type it. So basically number 3 It's similar to the second, but a little different. You're going to wait for another 12 golds that the fourth person will drop, and you will get iron armor, a bunch of blocks, a pickaxe, an axe if you wanted, and then a fireball. You want to make sure you get a fireball, because usually third rushers most likely do have a fireball. And then you'd do pretty much almost the same as the second. You'd go up, you'd help them. Sometimes if you're second or first, you'd stall. You try and stall on the top bridge just to wait for your third and second and third. And they would probably try and fireball people off and like first rush them and get to bed and all that. And the final roll. You guessed it, number 4. I can't type it again, don't know why, but basically this was the defender. I have it all set up here. They would go at the same time to the shop as third person. That's what I usually do. But you would have just a bunch of iron. You do this, buy a bunch of glass, however much glass you could buy. And then the defense will look something like this, which is called a butterfly defense. You want to do it like that. And then place 2 blocks on the outer edges, and cover the rest in glass except for the outer edge. Usually you won't have enough iron for glass, so you just go back in your forge, just wait for some more, no sweat. And that's how you defend. And then usually after that, they would go to one of the diamond gens, the bridge. One of the diamond gens. Because you always want to make sure you stay on top of diamonds at all costs during a ranked bedwars match. Like, no matter what, that is top priority. I mean, maybe besides getting the bed, but it helps you a lot. And just make sure to stay consistent on it. Don't let the other team steal your diamonds. There is another technique that I do want to show. Usually it's any person who does this, but for about I'd say maybe 5 to 10 minutes into the game, or if you're getting really pressured a lot, then you'll do something called wooding the bed. You grab as much gold as you can, buy a bunch of wood, jeez. And then basically you would just cover your whole bed defense in wood. Just like this. Oh, I missed a spot there. Okay. And then try to do this. And there you go. Just looking kind of similar to a ranked defense. But there is one more thing that you could do. And it actually does help. Instead of people climbing, it helps people climbing up, you would just block off all 4 corners right here. And there you go. People can't really climb on your bed defense as much. And another thing, if you're getting really pressured, like a lot of the time, and there is a way to make it impossible to basically block in. That is by getting a crap ton of ladders, and just by completely covering every inch. I can't place stuff there. Every inch of the bed defense in ladders. Just completely cover it, make sure you get every spot. This makes it basically impossible for the other team to block in, which is the main cause of bed breaks in ranked bedwars. So there. Just kind of spam it around here. Yeah, I think that should be just about good. Nice. As you see, it's completely decked out. It looks kind of weird since all my ladders like 3D, but yeah. Another tip for ranked bedwars that you really want to remember is if, let's say I'm going up. I'm going up. Fireballs are basically your best friends. If you think it's just gonna be too sneaky or cheesy, then don't say that. basically all you gotta do, throw this fireball, skip the people, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Say there's people right there, that whole mess, throw a fireball, skip it, try and block ladder, and then their bridge would be right around here. So I'd bridge over, get on it, and go. I always like to say, if there is a 1v1 I could take, say you have a 1v1 for the bed, and you're confident in it, then take it. You're most likely to win confident than go for it at all unconfident. And usually in most matters that actually does happen. You end up getting the bed. I'm being honest. Another tip for low mid, you always want to make sure you stay on top of this too. If you end up surviving, say I'm going up, and I get hit down, all the way down, and I end up ladder clutching or just living, because usually emeralds aren't allowed, I would go for the enemy's diamond gen. Try and steal their diamonds before they could possibly get to them. And my rule is, if it's probably about 2 or more diamonds, then I would void. I would just void the diamonds. But if it's maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, well, 6, 7, 8, can't be 9. I would try my hardest to return to base, try and get those diamonds back. But if someone is pressuring you, then honestly, just void them. It's not too big of a deal. I mean, it's diamonds, so it kind of is, but yeah. There is another type of bridge that you should know. It doesn't have the greatest name, and please correct me if I'm actually saying it wrong. It sounds like this is what everybody says it. Let me just make the other team's bridge. Basically, so bridging straight up to your opponent's base, instead of just using their bridge down, this is called a gay bridge. Yes, you heard me right, that's the name, I'm not going to say it again, but this is called a gay bridge. I don't know why it's called that, I don't have anything against it, but I just don't know why they ended up with this name. I didn't land that for some reason. Basically, it's another play I like to run a lot. Usually you're supposed to be invis while doing this, but it's better that way. Also, in order to probably break a bed in ranks, you definitely want to block in. That helps your chances of breaking it a lot. You can't just stand there and break it. Also, you want to make sure you want to use something other than wool most of the time, because that's what people, well, that's what they expect you to use. So I like to use wood or endstone if you can. That just makes it less expected, I'd say. But I always like going on the gay bridge or just side bridge. And usually it's while I'm invis, but I would fireball one side of the bed. Yes, I already did this and failed. That's why half the bed is gone. So I'd go do it like that. I would break a block somewhere over here, block in, and then try and navigate my way through the bed defense. Not doing a good job, but, and then boom, bed gone. And there are a million ways to block in. Comment down below if you want to see like all the ways how to block in and whatnot. I'll definitely make a video. I used to be good at blocking in, but now kind of not the best, I'd say. Definitely not the best at all. Also, really helpful tip, say someone is coming on your bed, and maybe I will get clips for this. I don't think I will though. This is kind of ranked bedwars montage, not montage. Ranked bedwars tips in a nutshell. Say someone comes and they block in on your bed, okay, and you're just over here. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get you. But little do you know, when they're still hitting you, you're blocked in like this, you're probably all the way to the side, and you could still get their bed. So whenever someone is blocked in, you wanna make sure that you get all the, like, you don't hit them, and then you wanna get all the way over here and either long block it while spam jumping, or like just block it completely, or just swing. If you just get good luck out of that, then go for it. But you don't want to just keep hitting them unless they're super low. But you want to make sure you get into that block and stop them. That is pretty much it, I think. Bedwars in a nutshell. Yeah, I mean, there's not much more you need to know from all that. I might do a more detailed one sometime in the future, I'm sure. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that. And hopefully you guys learned something. I know it's not very, well, detailed, I guess. Because I'm thinking, let's just say, like, I don't play ranked all that much, but I know most of the strats, I'd say. So just keep all this stuff in mind when playing, so you could have the best experience, or be the best one out there. That's it. Yeah. That was Bedwars in a nutshell for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be coming out with like a how to queue in the Discord server and all that stuff. It's just wonderful. Yeah. So I'll see you guys. Bye bye.